Well, here we are again. Hello, everybody. Today I am here to talk to you about guilt, like feeling guilty about something, and how you know you feel guilty about something, and how you can overcome feeling guilty, and also what feeling guilty does to your mental health and your physical health. So the definition of guilt is the fact of having committed a specified or implied offense or crime. Also, a thing that constitutes a violation of what is judged by being right or wrong. Sadly, it seems like people haven't been taught right or wrong anymore, or they have been done wrong by their entire lives, so they don't care about how they affect other people because of stuff that they've gone through, and because of their families, how they act, so on and so forth. So anyway, guilt can cause you remorse or sadness. It can cause you anxiety to the point that you worry about the consequences of your actions and how others perceive you. Self-criticism, you have low self-esteem, you're not confident, you talk bad about yourself like you've done something wrong. Rumination, you fixate on what you could have done different and have desire to fix the situation. And sensitivity. Now, physical issues that it can cause is, and it could also, so physical issues, and maybe this would be considered a mental issue as well, as you have sleep problems. Are you using drugs to help you fall asleep? Are you using alcohol to help you fall asleep? I was like that for the longest time. I took like THC to help me fall asleep because my mind just kept racing, and then it helped. Like, I had issues not letting stuff go, just like a lot of people. So yeah, I took THC, but now that I have finally overcome my guilt and my feeling of wrongdoings, I sleep just fine. No drugs, no alcohol. As you can tell, I'm a little bit more confident in myself. I'm a little bit more content, if you will. I can't say that I'm fully there at being happy. I don't think anybody's really truly there at being happy, but I am more content. I feel like I can breathe. I can sleep better. And I'm back to doing things that I love doing, like my artwork and watching TV shows and stuff like that. It can create muscle tension, stomach issues. It creates you avoiding people and avoiding situations. You avoid people because you don't want to be confronted or because you're scared for whatever reason. So you avoid those people that you believe you may have hurt. Even though they let you know continuously that they are always there for you, no matter what, it's still, for some reason, either you just don't care enough that you've hurt somebody, or you really are in denial. You find yourself apologizing frequently. Now, there's a difference between apologizing, but also doing something about that apology to make it a real apology. So that's one thing I'll discuss later on. And you try to make amends. So how to overcome guilt to become happier about yourself and about your life. And I feel like this is majority of the reason why people aren't content, aren't happy with themselves, aren't confident in themselves. And the funny part is I've learned all of this stuff based off of these people, because these people used to lecture me about this type of stuff, so thank you. But anyway, to overcome it, you must first acknowledge your feelings, admit that you have them. Guilt is another feeling, guys. It's a feeling. We all have feelings. It's just a matter of being mature enough to actually talk about them. So acknowledging your feelings, acknowledging that you feel guilty about something, about a situation, about a person, about how you treated somebody. take action by apologizing and making amends if you can. I've tried to do that several occasions with some people, even though I wasn't the one completely in the wrong, they were too. But it's like, they have to be willing to accept it. And that was part of the reason why I got called the cops on before, because he thought I was trying to harass him or whatever the case may be, instead of actually just wanting to hear me out. So it's like, yeah, you have your own issues you've got to work out too. That's up to you, you know. Nobody can force it. But anyway, so take amends, or take action, apologize, work through that apology, be sincere about it, you know, and then continue to prove that you're sorry. Don't make the same mistakes to that person or to other people, you know, and work on yourself. Show that you're actually committed to the apology and be consistent. So also practice self-compassion, practice forgiveness, learn from your mistakes. Again, I was preached that by these particular people that also need to do the same for themselves. So again, you know, thank you guys very much. Challenge your negative self-talk. Seek professional help if guilt persists. There is nothing wrong with going to a psychiatrist. I mean, heck, I was in an institute for 5 days too. So I mean, and they helped me quite a bit. And I don't plan on ever going back. I mean, it wasn't that bad of a facility, but at the same time, I'm good. You know, at least there, they don't judge you. They don't point fingers there. You know, they're there to support you and help you and talk to you and listen. As I stated in one of my other videos, sometimes it's better to actually talk to a stranger, you know. So anyways, talk about it. That's the other final thing you can do to, you know, help that guilt feeling. But the biggest thing is there's two big things here. You need to be self-aware of it. You've got to be self-aware of it, and you've got to acknowledge it in order to make the rest of the stuff work. So again, one of the biggest things to consider here, being self-aware. Learn the importance of it, which that will be my topic tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. Like, I may not be an actual teacher, but it takes a lot of care, a lot of compassion, a lot of bravery, and a lot of research on your part and your own experiences to be able to do this. You don't have to be certified to teach people. You just have to care. I'm doing this for free. I'm not asking anybody to pay me. It's because I care. It's because I want people to do better. Not just for themselves, but for everybody else around them. And especially if you tell others that you want to do and be better and do the right thing, be self-aware. Practice what you preach. Stop telling people that you're a man or that you're an adult if you can't even play the part or act the part. Quit telling people you are mature if you find yourself cussing at people, calling them names like ugly or the B word or whatever the case may be. You know, stop bullying each other. Just stop. So anyway, I always keep an open door. You know, like I said, people have asked me, why do you want people back that have hurt you or that have abandoned you or that have left you and so on and so forth? That's dumb on your part. No, it's not. It's because I'm actually one of the few who really care. And I know what it's like to want to apologize to somebody and they want nothing to do with it. Heck, they've even called the cops on me before for harassment because they thought I was harassing them. Because they didn't want to hear it. Because they have their own issues they've got to work out on. You know, so in those cases, unfortunately, no matter how much you care about that person, you just got to let it go. Now, you don't have to let the fact go that you still care about them and that you're always here for them go. Because you know what it's like to feel like somebody doesn't care enough about what they've done to you. You know, And yeah, it hurts, but for your own conscience and your own heart, you've got to let it go. So yeah, I keep an open door, no matter who has screwed me over, no matter who has hurt me, no matter who's blocked me, ghosted me, abandoned me. I realize now that it's them feeling guilty and them feeling bad about themselves, them not being confident enough to be like, yeah, I screwed up. You know, you can't force somebody to listen, forgive you, apologize. So in those cases, yeah, it's just best to let it go. As much as it might hurt you to let that person go, you can just always be like, I'm here for you, if you ever decide to talk. Again, that's on their conscience, not yours. They're the ones that are going to be eaten alive constantly. They're the ones who are going to be sitting in dark rooms, drinking alcohol, staying to themselves, thinking bad about themselves. You know, that's all on them, and in my mind, there's karma right there. Karma is a bitch, guys. It really is. It will eat you up to the point that you don't want to go to work anymore. It'll eat you up to the point that you can't pay your bills, that you neglect your responsibilities. But again, that's all on you. Just like it was all on me. So yeah, just as long as you know and they know that you're always there, even though they've done all those things to you, again, that's part of forgiveness, that's part of loyalty, that's part of actually caring. Unfortunately, people don't appreciate those types of people much anymore because they're too stuck up in their own ways, too stuck up in their own butts. Ugh. I don't get it. I really just don't, but yet they expect it from everybody else, right? They expect them to care, but yet they don't care about you. So I don't know how that works. So anyway, that's all that matters in the end, is knowing that you're doing your part to do what's right. You're doing your part to leave the door open for them, for whenever and if ever they decide to pull their heads out of their butts. Stop thinking they're better than everybody else and talk and apologize and want to make amends. So it's up to them to change. It's up to them to do what's right, and it's up to them to accept it. The next topic I will be discussing, like I said earlier in this video, is going to be self-awareness and the importance of it. Guilt is also a mental health issue, in case you haven't discovered that through my lesson today. So tomorrow for Friday, at least here in Ohio, because I don't know where everybody's watching from, it will be self-awareness. Again, leave some comments for me, guys. I know I'm getting less and less people watching it, and that's fine. Again, that's on them if they don't want to change, but they can't keep complaining about the world if they don't want to listen and don't want to try to learn on how to do better. You know, so, but yeah, leave some comments for me. Subscribe to my channel. Stay tuned because I post a video just about every day, except for the weekends. I take that off. As you can see, Sinclair alumni granted this is a mistake shirt because I didn't actually graduate from Sinclair, but I do have some education under my belt. Not just Sinclair, but ITT Tech, criminal justice actually. So I get mental health. I get protecting people. And I get why it's important to care about each other. So anyway, that's why I feel like I have a right to share these videos. Plus, I do my own research too. Anybody can teach as long as you get brave enough. Thank you guys. Have a great day and enjoy.